Hello everyone and welcome to Miss Shana's Story Time. Today I brought a friend along with me to share our story, and I bet you know who this guy is. If you said Curious George, you are so right. And he has been jumping for joy. He has been ready for this story. Calm down, George, calm down. That he has about coloring eggs. So we're going to read a story, right, George? Okay. He's super excited about this story, so he's going to sit on the chair here and listen, right, George? Okay, good. You be a good little monkey now and no mischief, right? Okay? Okay, well, hopefully he can sit still while we read his story. Okay, so let's get started. Let's put you back. There you go. Sit there and be a good little monkey. The name of our story today is Curious George Colors Eggs. So this is a fun story. See if you can see what the different colors, it's about mixing colors, and see if you can name the colors when you mix them, what color they make. All right, let's begin. Ready? Okay, George, sit down. George was excited. He was spending the day with Betsy and Steve. They were going to dye eggs. There would be an egg hunt later. The man with the yellow hat gave George an apron. I am leaving for my bird watching trip with Chef Pisgetti. Please try to stay clean while I am gone, he said. All right, let's see if I can do it. Steve showed George 3 pots of dye. One was red, one was blue, and one was yellow. These are called primary colors, Steve said. You can make every color in the rainbow. Just mix them in different ways. Okay. Then Steve dipped. George was very curious. Steve dipped an egg in the yellow dye. Oh. Then Steve dipped the egg in the blue dye. What color did the egg turn when he dipped it in the yellow and blue? But green. The egg had turned green. George had an idea. He dipped a banana in the blue dye. Then he dipped it in the red dye. George made the banana turn what color? Blue. And then the red together made purple. You think George is excited? Wow, he's learning to do experiments. Charky was curious too. He wanted to see the purple banana up close. So she chased after George. As they ran, Charky bumped the table. Oh no, one started to roll. Uh-oh. It knocked down a mop. The mop bumped the shelf, and the cake on the shelf started to fall. George jumped up, losing his apron. He saved the cake. But it was very heavy. His feet started to slip, and oh no, George, Steve cried. He and Betsy grabbed the cake. But George fell into the pot. What color is he? Yellow. Just like the man at the yellow hat. You are supposed to stay clean, said Betsy. But George had another idea. If red and blue made purple, could he mix the right colors to make brown? What color is George? He's yellow in that picture, but he's normally what? Brown. George jumped into the red dye. Then he jumped into yellow and the yellow dye. But yellow and red make what? Orange. Oh, poor George. What color is he now? He's an orange monkey, not brown. George and his friends heard footsteps in the hall. Quick, hide, Steve said. George jumped into the sink. Hi, George. How was the egg dyeing? The man with the yellow hat asked. And where's George? Asked Chef Piscetti. George popped up from the sink. Thanks for staying clean, said his friend. George had picked the perfect hiding place. Is he back clean again? And brown. Well, I hope you enjoyed our story today with Curious George. I know we had a great time with you and hope we can see you again soon. Okay, say bye-bye, George.